Hello everyone, this is Gonzo and welcome back to Maximum Capabilities. Just to let you know, my previous video did get removed. I did remove that. I did show an IP and I wasn't supposed to show an IP. That could be a problem. Right, let's go deal with him. Okay, so this is more or less an episode 1.5 rather than episode 2, for those of you who saw it. I know I'm still recovering from a sickness, so I will be coughing a little bit in this episode, so please forgive me for that. That's a problem. And I've also just got a wired connection to my computer, so I can actually play this server 24/7 now, which is lovely. It's so much better now that there's no lag. Right, so in the last episode that I was trying to record, which was the original 1.5 attempt, which I did build this, I had quite a lot of coughing fits, which is why you're not seeing me build this bit. But I'm going to briefly go through what it is and what it will do, and then I will show you around my other base, which I believe you wouldn't have seen because it's been removed. So I'll do another base tour of my other base. Right, so this is a darkroom spawner. It's my own design, and it's an ultra fast max efficiency type deal. Way up at Y213 here, away from all the caves, and failed there, didn't I? So yeah, it's away from all the caves, so it's 100% efficient. But the good thing is it's not overpowered because I can only use it when I'm the only one online, like right now. There are 6 levels to it. I think it was 6 or 7 that I built. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 layers. So that's about let's just see. I think there's around 1,000 spawn spaces for the mobs. So quite a lot. Alright, so I mean I've still got some things I need to do to finish this. I do hope there are no mobs up here already, because that could be quite disastrous. So all that's left to do now for this project really is to finish putting the walls in everywhere up on all the floors. Finish off the floor levels here and get rid of this dirt, and build a platform for the redstone wiring to go, which will deal with all the mobs. I'll just show you around these islands as well, because you probably haven't seen these, unless you are already on the server, and I've teleported you here to have a look around, or you've asked to be here and look around. Alright, so this island here is the enchantment island, which I did steal all the bookshelves and the enchantment table way back when I started my first base, which was actually this island here, but I've since moved to a temporary base, which I'll get to. Over here, across this little bridge, is the nether portal island, which never lit it. I don't know where it goes, to be honest. Hopefully away from other people's bases, so I don't get stuck or trapped or whatever. And then this island here is the main island, the one that's going to have my base inside it. Obviously I haven't got around to doing that because I haven't finished the island yet, which is why I started a temporary base, which has sort of got a bit bigger than temporary. Yeah, all of this is legit, and it did take a very long time to do, as you can imagine. There's a lot of dirt up here as well, and that was a real pain to get hold of. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that, because I've got to make it look good. So when it's yeah, when it's finished, it's not going to look so good, is it? We'll get to that later. I can't bother to think of anything now. There are a few other islands I'd like to build around here. One of those being a mining island, so I can do all my branch mining, put everything I've collected in a storage minecart and send it back up to the islands for automatic sorting. I want to sort of cater to a lot of automatic stuff on these islands. And I guess in here, I'm not sure if I've shown this yet, is the storage room for the mob system, which when I get up and running will be superb. flesh, we've got arrows, bones, gunpowder, and string. Oh, lots of junk chests and such. Oh, I realised I actually had books here still. So yeah, this is my original attempt at a base, but obviously I haven't finished it. Let's go to my main base though, right now. I don't really intend to stay at this base though. Originally it was meant to be just a temporary base and I'd build like buildings up on the surface, which I did partly do, but I've just sort of lost the drive to do that. Through the creeper face door. Let's see what we got. Right, so the area is pretty cool, which is why I've built here. This is the entrance to my base. One of the buildings I made, another one up there. I think this is all I did for this area. I'm digging out a little hole up there. All of these buildings are of course empty because I'm not very good at interior design, I suppose. I do struggle with that sort of thing. Just sort of spam bookshelves or something. That's usually what I do. Right, so for the rest of the base, obviously the storage room which we just came in on, it's got all of the essentials, brewing stations, furnaces, etc. There are lots of hidden crafting benches around the place, which is always useful. Behind here is wiring access. And this is the only unlegit thing in my base. I've got to say, it's a creeper spawner. And I am removing that, which is why I'm building that dark room spawner over on the islands. Because I might as well play entirely legit instead of 99% legit. So, this is the redstone circuit for the crusher. It's quite compact. Let's get out of here. Right, okay. Over there is going to be down to the branch mine. Up here is obviously going to be a tree farm eventually. Big open space, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Up here, hang on a sec. This is going to be a surface elevator at some point soon, when 1.8 comes out and we upgrade to that. And in here is our cow farm. Yep. It's good to have a pit of cows because you can just get all of the meat in the world that you need. I've even started giving it away at spawn. God, that sounds wrong, doesn't it? Giving away my meat at spawn. But I have got too much. I don't need that much. Oops. It's my my loot chest. Of course, is the best one. All of that redstone. I've got lots of tools. Oh yeah, this is a gift from one of the owners. It's pretty cool. It has absolutely no use, but it's awesome. Love having my bone. It's great. This is the bulk storage, and it's pretty useless because it's too big, and it's just going to get bigger. So I'm going to have to redesign that. Of course, I think I'll use this base mostly for bulk storage, for stuff I don't really want. Then the other base is going to be my main base. Right, over here. I might as well show you the farms as well before we go up there. We have the farms. It's got lots of options, and it's big enough for one person really. You don't need massive farms. It's got the option to turn the water on and off, which is quite useful because otherwise it would take a year and a half to get in here. Which can be a bit of a pain. Let's go up there next. I don't seem to be able to get hold of many ender pearls, which is a shame because I do like to use them. I suppose it's good really in a way because that means I'm not going to be spamming them 24/7. I got enchantment. This is where I took all the stuff from that island and put them here. Quite like this room. Simple, but does its job, I suppose. This was designed to stop zombies from getting in, but it doesn't work after all the effort I made or went through to make it. um, which is a shame. Oh well. Learn from your mistakes. Here's the spawner. This is where everything collects to. So yeah, I think we should go and rip some of that stuff out now, and then get on to building the XP system. Okay, let's do this. Get rid of this cheaty hacksaw XP system for good. It's overstayed its welcome, really. Don't want to be cheating all the time, do I? Because it is a slippery slope if you cheat and then you just keep cheating, really. But I have been quite good with this. I've only made this. This is the only unlegit thing there is, and now it's gone. Let's see if I can get in here. Oh, that was weird. Okay, so there we go. It's all done. We get on to building our XP system now. Right, so I think I'm going to build a little bit of this on camera. Of course, I should let you know, anyone who wants to build this, it's a good idea to do it in a single player world, but not really multiplayer, because like I said before, you have to be the only one online. So it does have its issues, I guess, and sometimes you do need a server restart to get mobs to spawn, because it like glitches out. But I'm going to build a little bit of this on camera. Not that there's much to build, really. And then I will start, well, I guess start the wiring, because that's all that's left to be done. Oh, of course, I forgot dirt, didn't I? Always forget dirt. Let's see, can we survive this fall? Looks like it. Yep, empty. I'll be back. Okay, got some dirt now. Right. What to talk about? Let's see. Actually, I should be able to invent a new wiring for this, actually. I was just thinking, I first built this and its original wiring back before hoppers were released, so I can compact it quite considerably now, I would assume. Let's see. Let's just go through, finish all these floors, rip out the dirt, and then I will make a proper ladder system where the wiring will go, so we can get in and out of all the layers without having to break the floors all the time. I think that's it. Yeah, this is the top layer. Looks quite strange with that island being cut in half, doesn't it? Okay, let's drop down. Let's see. I'll just build out of stone bricks, I guess. Nope, that's gone. Let's see. Oh yeah, if you're building this, make sure you light everything up, because if you don't, you're just going to get covered in mobs. They literally just, they pour out, really. That's why I built it out of glass, so you can see them all falling down. It does get out of control, and if you do have some kind of creeper explosion or damage to the bottom bit where they all funnel to, you're probably going to die a lot, because there can be some pretty big overflows of mobs. It's always good to have an on-off switch, and with this design you can sort of do that. If you leave the well, it works off a water system type thing, so it will stay dark for yeah, it will stay dark for like 20-30 seconds, and then a small pulse of water will come, push them all to the middle bit, and then they'll fall into some water streams here and get funneled down to that 3x3 area. And if you leave the water on, then nothing will spawn, so it does have an on-off switch, I guess. obviously I'm going to be redesigning the wiring for this, which could be a bit of a problem. It will take me a while to get my head around it, especially as I actually built this, well, last time I built this was months ago, so I can't really remember what I'm doing, but I know I need a platform, so I'll build one. This is probably going to be too small to start off with though. Alright, but make sure we keep it lit, and make sure we've got our ladders as well. Actually, oh no, we'll go all the way up. Okay. It's always nice to be able to move around on all of the levels. So we'll do this. Oops. Bear with me a second. Sorry about this. Does take quite a lot for my little brain to to do two things at once. To be honest, I'm not very good at multitasking. Alright, there we go. So now we have access to every floor. Which I might as well do this as well. Oops. Which is always useful because you never know when something's going to break or get damaged. And if you do build this and you build the walls out of this, you should bear in mind that creepers can blow up through these walls if you stand next to them. Skeletons will shoot at you, spiders will, well, they always track you anyway, but yeah, bad things can happen if the majority of these spawn pad walls are made from slabs. This bit is okay because they get pushed down and don't really have a chance to see you, and creepers can't stand against it to blow up, but it can have some very bad things happen with that. Let's get down here, add proper access. Right, okay, here we go. Right, oh no, what, wrong place. One block out. Hello. Oh, actually, social spy. Yep. Don't want to see things that I don't need to see, and I don't want to show things that I don't need to see either. It's always a risk. I always forget to turn it off. Let's see. Let's give it a nice wooden fence touch. Because why not? I wonder if you can fall down the gap there. Well, you can. Oops. Always wear feather falling fall. Always. Otherwise you're going to die. Especially building one of these. I tried building one of these in a brand new world so I could, have an ultra quick XP system, straight off the bat. I died like 20 times building it because I kept falling off it. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, don't do the noob mistake and not wear feather falling if you're going to build this. And I was also thinking about building private islands for players that want to live here, so they would have access to this as well. But obviously that's not going to be for a very long time until I finish my base here. But that is a future possibility. And then that massive island over there will have like automatic trade and things, so because that will be my main base. I'll have buildings there where you can throw in an item and you'll get like, I don't know, a stack of gunpowder or something like that, something along those lines. Right, so now because someone has joined the server, this thing isn't going to work, but oops, it's a good thing really, I didn't light these up. So I think I'm gonna have to cut the video here, to be honest, because I have been recording for a very long time and it's probably really boring by now. So I will be back and I will finish building stuff. Right, so I have finished all of the walls and the floors, got rid of all the dirt. Made sure it's lit up and everything. Just make sure there's nothing up there. Yep. Right, so this project does require a lot of pistons. That's why I left these back walls blank, because they have to be lined entirely with these. I'm pretty sure it's more than a stack actually. I think it's nearly 2.5 if I recall, which means I haven't made enough, which is a problem. But yeah, that's the next step in building this. Once you've got all of these walls done, as you can see, you'll need a couple of signs as well, just to put along here, so the water doesn't pour down. Right, so I'll get onto this. I'll finish adding all of these, build some more pistons, and then I will be back. Right, so I've finished installing the pistons and got some things together. I think we should have enough redstone here. I don't think we have enough stone bricks, because per layer it's like 45 stone bricks, so I don't think we have enough. I've got some dispensers, we've got lava bucket which we'll have down here, so we can press the button and kill all the mobs in the chamber. It's always a nice feature to have. And then one of these water buckets will be used up here to cut the full damage at the right height, so they fall down and become a one-hit kill. And then that way I can just punch them all in the chamber and they'll die, or use TNT, which is what I'm going to do. Excuse me, sorry about that. Is there anything else that I need? Can't think that there is, but I know when I get up there I'll find something that I need. Right, so I think I'm just going to build it the original way that I built it, because that's probably going to be the best thing to do. Otherwise I'll just confuse myself and spend a few hours on it, and I don't want to do that. Right, so first I'm going to line the actually, so we won't need these. I'm going to line the pistons with the wiring so that they'll fire all at the same time. I'll show you how to do that in just a second when we climb this very slow and boring ladder. Let's turn all that into redstone. Right, so what we need to do is build a little bit of a platform on both sides. And done. There we go. No, that's not it. Right, so you have a repeater here, which turns out I did need those repeaters after all, so I'll go get those. That's weird. Let's see. I'm going to die if I do this, aren't I? Oh, yep, of course. That's close. Okay, right, so we get back up there. It's probably a bad idea. No, I don't need that. Let's get rid of the ender pearls anyway. Right. So, oops. This is where the redstone wiring is going to go. In here. Sorry. Like I said earlier, my little brain just struggles to do multiple things at once. Okay, there we go. So there we go. That's it. Right. That was so difficult for my brain to handle. I'm just so incredibly stupid. The water buckets will go here. So these stone bricks along here will be replaced with water blocks. Because these pistons will extend, they won't go anywhere, because there'll be blocks against here where the next row of wiring will go. Now, of course, for those of you who don't know, water will only flow downwards. So, using that, it won't go this way and destroy the wiring. It will just go this way and push everything in, which is quite useful. Otherwise, this design wouldn't work at all. And obviously, because of this block here and the repeater, this is a completely enclosed space, so no worries there from lighting coming in or water spilling out, because obviously these let sorry, let me start that again. Pistons let light through, so it's a good thing we have the wiring blocks here, and obviously it's like a repeated pattern. Hang on a sec, so let's cover this up, and of course you've got to make sure you light everything up just in case. Don't want to waste spawn slots and have mobs jumping down on you. And then the next level is here, and you rinse and repeat, and that's literally all there is to the wiring. It's, like I said, it's not exactly complicated, but it gets the job done. So cover this in redstone, fill in the sides, and that's it. So, like before, I think I'm going to go away and do the rest of these off camera, because obviously this will get very boring very fast, and I might already split this into 2 episodes, I'm not sure, depends how long it is. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I have finished the wiring on both sides. I've installed all the pistons, I've done a majority of the wiring, of course. Right, so this is the timer itself, this massive array of repeaters. As you can see, it just sends a pulse through loads of 4-tick. Nope, sorry. Don't actually know how to do it, and I quite like not being able to control everything. So yeah, it's just a giant giant delay, really. And then it will turn off this torch, which will retract this and start the pulse again, as you just seen. And then right at the start, sort of after a bit of delay, we pull the signal out to here, which extends this piston, which then sends a pulse to the water streams, which I have to hook it up yet, but it's no big deal hooking up the redstone to those repeaters. So then that way, that will control the short pulse of water, which will come through, and then leave the rest of this dark for a longer period of time. So I've just got to finish connecting up the wires along here, which, hang on a sec. There we go. That's all there is to it. I believe that we'll probably need a repeater at some point along here, so there's probably good. Now let's check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, nope, that's not good. There's good. So let's have a look. Okay, so it's extended. And it'll stay extended for a long period of time. And then they retract for a short period of time, which is more than enough time to push the mobs off. I do have to tweak it a bit, add some delays, and then it comes back, and then it's dark again. I think that was a little bit too long, so I'm going to delay this a bit more. That should probably do it. And now all I have to do is hook up with some vertical wire to go to all of these repeaters up here, and on this side as well, and then I'll be back, and that's pretty much all there is to it. That'll be done then. Then I just have to install all the let me start that again. Water source blocks, where those blocks are. I know I say that a lot because I fail too frequently when I'm trying to speak, to be honest. It does happen a lot. So I will be back in a second. Right, I've got one done. I thought I'd just quickly show how I did it, just for anyone who's curious. So I'm going to get some vertical wiring going on. You just want to make sure that it's all sort of quite compact and it all lines up with the repeaters. It's good to have a bunch of dirt on you so you can pillar up. So you want to just sort of try and keep it as small as you can. Obviously there will be that bulky bit there where you need to extend the signal with a repeater. That's no big deal. And you've got to remember that with these, the signal only goes up, so that's not going to cause any issues with like an infinite power supply or something. And again, remember to keep everything lit, otherwise you'll run into problems. I learned that the hard way, obviously the first time round that I built this. Hang on a sec, so... Yep. Yeah, I get that a lot. It's really annoying. The server, like, undeletes blocks that I've erased and decides that I should fall down and sometimes die. That has happened before. It's a bit of a pain really, but well, not much I can do about it, to be honest. Right, so next step is to connect up the wires, like so. Oops, not like so, that's very bad example. There we go, like that. And now just have to pillar up and put all of the all the redstone. It's not too difficult. It looks a bit complicated, but it's not. These upside down slabs are obviously very useful to redstone people like me. Let's see where the signal comes to. Alright, we can get it here to extend the signal. What we need to do now is get our repeater, stick it there, bam, and pull it round. That's it, and that's it. That's done. Now everything should get powered, and and there we go. That's entirely finished. I've just got to put the water in, and then that'll flush all the torches out. Got to remove these as well, actually, and then it's done. It's pretty much there. Let's just grab some signs. Got our water buckets. Yep, I do get that a lot as well. Ghost objects in my inventory, however you say it. Building an XP system. I do sometimes get some issues with lag. That does like hinder me doing things, but it's never impossibly bad that I can't. Well, it is sometimes, but it's not usually impossibly bad that I can't do things. So I'll just stick all of these signs up there, and then is the I don't know what that is, but it's probably not. Probably not. I have no idea. Yeah, it doesn't sound malicious, but I don't know. It's loud. Man, that's really loud. Yeah, that's a pretty big downside. Actually, I'm gonna blocks. Would it be blocks? Yes, it is. Okay. I really don't know. Ask. Right. So, get rid of that. Put that there and there, and that's the funnel done. Nice and simple. That's how we like it. Don't know if I'll be able to test it this episode or not because of the fact there are other players here. I'm not just going to ask them to leave, that's not fair. And now it's time. Hang on, actually, before I do that, let's turn this off and let's permanently keep that on, because that way you don't want to keep getting pushed around. That would be very annoying. And then you pretty much just pull all the water around, fill it all up with water source blocks, and oops, that's it. That's all there is to it. So I'll get onto that. Also, when you finish that, make sure you put the blocks back here, because I've had problems with that before, where the water spilt out and destroyed all of this. It can be a real pain. So make sure you do that. So I'll remove all of this and finish it up and be back in a sec. Okay, so the last video yesterday that I recorded, the last part of it got messed up. There's a weird audio bug. So I'm recording it again the next day in the morning, which is why my voice sounds different. I just thought I'd show you the working finished mob system. As you can tell by my level, it's pretty quick. It's level 30 in around 3 minutes. Let's wait for some more to come down. It usually works a bit faster than this, to be honest. I'm not sure why it's quite slow. So yeah, that's the XP system. It's got it's got two modes. It can collect the loot, or it can collect the mobs for XP. It's pretty cool. I just got to hook up a control panel for it now, and we should be good to go. Right, so I'll see you guys in the next one.